Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Planet Coaster. Things are going well, things are going not so well, things are going well, things are going not so well. This actually is I guess it's the third episode I've recorded since the patch came out. I just didn't know there was a patch until just now. And the patch actually made the management aspect of the game a little bit harder, whereas earlier that was a complaint that a lot of people had, is that the management aspect is like a little too easy. As for right now, the park is doing really well. In particular, you know, oh, Tomo, if you want to escape, just go escape, buddy. Don't let me hold you back. In particular, you know, this section right here has got a lot of fucking traffic. The lunch loser's been fixed. Nobody ever wants to go on Iluk's, what is this? Big Dipper. It breaks down so often. I'm losing my mind here. I talked to Iluk. You know, he's a Twitch moderator. He generously donates his time for a little bit of power while watching the show and responsibility. And I said, what the fuck is wrong with this coaster? And he said, oh yeah, I fixed it, but I never uploaded the fixed version to the Steam Workshop. So I'm running on an antiquated version of the Big Dipper that nobody even freaking likes. But I still, if J. Smith OTI's Commute, the world's weirdest roller coaster, if that can survive in this park, and not even just survive, but thrive, like look at those lineups, dude, then I have faith that anything can survive. I do think we should rework the way our park looks a little bit. I actually think, you know what's a good idea in my opinion? I don't really want to do it right now because we're a little bit short on cash, and dismantling Spaghetti Island temporarily could be a bad idea. But I want to basically make this connect to this. So there's a little bit of a faster way to get to this aspect of the park as opposed to walking through like hell itself. The Big Dipper's been fixed though, thank God. And MC Hammer's Jinko jeans. Look, we may have to delete and refund as much as possible of the Big Dipper. You know, as much as they'll allow us to refund, we may want to do that. I want like an entertainer going over here that's just like flipping a sign that says, please ride on the Big Dipper, I'm begging you. Oh, please. I'm not waiting that long to go on Fruit of the Flume. Yes! We got him! It's our 10th sale! Alright, well, we're in a holding pattern for sure, and I've said that like 1,000 times. Rockin' Octorok Sock Hop breaking down is not really a big deal at all, because, to be honest with you, let's get this one into closed mode for now. To be honest with you, oh my god, those people are all gonna die. What I was gonna say is, to be honest with you, it was losing us money. So it doesn't really matter whether or not that was actually, like, functioning. We will move these out of the way. Let's just get that done first. It's gonna take us a second here. I'm assuming that we are dealing with the updated version of the game. Like, we clearly got the new blueprints that were part of the patch, so I'm assuming that also we got the, just move these over here for now. Oh, that's outside the bounds of the level? Okay, well, tell you what. Well, we don't really want them there. We'll just move them here for now. We'll hopefully not forget about them. But what I was going to say is, I hope that the Tycoon aspects have updated as well, because that would explain, surely, why things have gotten a little tougher for us. I'm not saying that I've ever been, you know, the master manager in the game, but there were some times where we were making mad money. You know, we had 16 grand with which to build the Big Dipper. I can't believe that the world's most expensive roller coaster has betrayed my trust like this. I'm mostly being sarcastic. I don't at all blame Iluk. I mean, keep in mind, I've published my own roller coasters on the Steam Workshop, and, you know, if you're running J. Smith OTI's Commute, people like it. If you're running the Lunch Loser, I've seen a lot of people tweet me pictures of them running the Lunch Loser in their park. People largely seem pretty happy with it. If you built the Neck Breaker or Hang Time, you probably wasted like 10 grand. So, you know, I'm in the same boat as him there. Like, I understand how that can happen, but we're gonna try to use Spaghetti Island here to leverage the city skylines aspects we've got going on here. What I mean by that, all I mean by that, really, excuse me, if you could just get rid of that, thank you, is that I'm gonna reposition this one in the park ever so slightly. Just put that cannon over here just for now. I just want to see what happens to these people. They like, no, they don't fall to the ground. They just spawn at the park exit. That seems bad, but I would be pissed as well. And then we're going to rebuild paths like this. So we really want this section of the park to provide an easy way for us to get from the entrance or the exit to this part of the park that at the present moment I feel does not really provide me with as much revenue as I would like right now. And admittedly, it doesn't seem like it makes that much of a difference, but I think it could. I think it could. We're also going to pad it up a little bit this way. You know, I don't really want to grid out. It kind of looks hideous, but at the same time, it gives us a lot of space for, you know, we could even just use some of this empty green space to pop scenery down, and it's relatively cheap, and then people go, ooh, nice scenery, you know? We still got $1,200, so we're doing fine on that. And this is all to try to, like, revitalize these aspects of our park that have become a little bit less trafficked. I'm not going to say decrepit, but a little less trafficked, to be certain. You just try to put down, you know, garbage cans at roughly every corner, just so people don't have to walk too long. And then we need to get this queue set up properly again. So over here, we're going to throw down maybe the exit first, and then I'll build the entrance, hopefully, like, a little bit more properly than usual. Ah, but we can't do it like that, right? It's gotta... We got so little space on the right side of this, or on the bottom side of the screen here. We kind of gotta loop it around right off the bat, and then have it come down. And honestly, it's a little hideous, but largely okay. And then we want to have the queue path. How do we want that queue path to go? I mean, it's going to be a little long if we build it out from here, but that might not be the worst thing in the world. We don't want it to be one tile wide either. That's like a little on the small side. I think we were running... Oh, it's 2 tiles wide. But I think we were previously running 4, weren't we? Well, I guess it just starts weird. You know, it's a strange bottleneck. Life goes on. So, we're just going to put one big bend in it. And then the idea is we'll do all of the raising that needs to be done at the end. Can't make it any smaller. We'll do all the raising that needs to be done at the end. So that... you know what? We might not need that one. So that we can make the priority pass work pretty well. Like, now the priority pass can just come in here and come out there. And I gotta admit, this actually just looks a lot nicer right now. We'll place the entrance and the exit to the priority pass as soon as possible, just so we can get this going. I really feel like I am starting to get my sea legs underneath me in Planet Coaster here. I'm not suggesting that I'm the world's greatest Planet Coaster player. There's no question about that. That title obviously goes to Michael A.L. Fox, but I will suggest that we're starting to get a little bit better. And, you know, I cut my teeth when the management aspects were easy, and I sucked. Now that the management aspects are hard, I should be amazing, right? That's how that works. Now, nobody likes this queue rating. That's fine. Ruka, feel free to enter the park. We're going to open up Spaghetti Island again. We're going to go back and get these previous aspects that we used back here. No reason to not pick them up and move them. Yeah, then we got everything there. And honestly, this entrance looks like a lot better than it used to. I know you're probably getting tired of me doing that, but it's just, it gets me every time, man. Alright, oh, it's obstructed? There we go. The scenery rating was like 2%, now it's 36. Honestly, we don't really have enough money to spend more right now, so I'm gonna slow it down a little bit. Hope that we don't go bankrupt, and then, you know, put some more scenery down. And maybe raise the price of these rides a little bit as well. But we're making money again. And I gotta be honest with you, I've noticed some people using this path to get to the other side of the park. I'm hoping that's like the start of some... Of this area of the park getting a little bit more... Well, getting a little bit better. Let's just be real, right? Like right now it kind of sucks. And hopefully that helps to ease our economic woes, mostly by opening up a bunch of space here and encouraging an alternate thoroughfare as opposed to that really hideous path that we built. But, like, just look at the density. You know, we have no coasters over here. Maybe that's the problem. This side has all the coasters. And people love coasters. They go apeshit for them. Look at how many people are over here. This is actually, like, triggering my own anxiety a little bit. Whereas, if we come over here, there's, like, 4 people. 2 people ride the swing set. It's like we have more staff than people attending the park at this moment. So there's definitely work that could be done over here. So maybe our next coaster, we should build it in that area. We could also, I mean, I suppose, oh god, the lunch losers broke it down. In theory, we could just move the Big Dipper over there. What else broke down? We lost $600 that month, but I think it was worth it. Madrina's Wild Ride. Honestly, Madrina's Wild Ride is a low priority. Is anybody even on the Big Dipper right now? It looks too intense for me. Lifetime riders, 59. Honestly, you should have 59 riders per time that this thing even runs. What a hideous disaster. Hey, Luke, what have you done, dude? The worst part is, like, we can delete the coaster, get some of our money back. But then we've got, like, all this infrastructure over here we built for it that probably will not function properly for our next roller coaster. Although, we could delete it and then try to build a custom coaster in its stead using similar elements. But I think it's unlikely to be that effective. But for now, you know, we're obviously getting super tight on time. Oh, no, not on time, sorry, on money. Oh, we have research that I haven't revealed. Nothing above, nothing below. The Black Falcon coaster. Yo, that looks super cool. Are any of my blueprints available now? No, don't even start with me on the Big Dipper, Luke. Don't even start with me on the Big Dipper. Hello, Ruka. Welcome. Welcome to the show. You know what? It's gotta go, right? If I look at my park management here, in attractions and shops, how are we doing on rides? Lunch Loser's making $3,000. Spaghetti Island's making 1 and a bit. J. Smith OTI's commute only made $700. It was probably broken down for a while. Tony Hawk's Penthouse Witch's Brood not killing it, admittedly. Fruit of the Flume not even doing that well. But Big Dipper losing $1,600 a month. I'm very sorry to do this. It's got to go. We got a little bit of money back. Well, quite a lot of money back, but not nearly as much as we spent. Now, honestly, Fruit of the Flume, we got to raise the price on this a little bit. The queue is ridiculous, and it's making mad money. So, as of right now, that's fine. J. Smith OTI's commute, that's a $15 coaster starting now. How's Mountain Tomo doing? There's a line. Mountain Tomo has managed to survive this section. This month is not doing that well, but it's made a lifetime profit of 16 grand. So it's basically paid for another roller coaster. Okay, we should build a custom coaster. And honestly, we should build it right here. Hello, Tomo. You're also in the room. Welcome to the show. Why you look so freaked out, buddy? All right. We don't have any coasters that fit the bill of what we're trying to do right now. What are we trying to do? Well, we need a coaster that's 8.0 excitement and then monthly profit and park rating. I mean, hopefully just by cutting an extremely unprofitable ride, we get a little closer to that. But let's look at our outlets as well. We're losing a little bit of money on drinks, on a couple of drink shops in here. Nostradamus, Street Fox Coffee, Cosmic Cow Milkshakes. But, you know, I'd rather not blow them up. People are complaining about being thirsty. Guest happiness is really good, though. It's just queue times. All right, let's pause it. This is going to become, all of a sudden, 19 minutes in, an episode in which we build our own roller coaster. We have to. And, you know, 12 grand? It's not that much. It's not that much at all. In fact, I mean, we can build, like, some of the cheaper coasters for that, but we might want to wait out a couple of good months financially here before we go wild on building another coaster, because I might have to spend 20 grand making a coaster that's got 8 excitement, and it's probably going to require some tweaking as well. So we'll work on it, and I do think that as long as people are happy with prices are going to rise. Spaghetti Island has recovered its demand here, which is nice. Did we make money? We made $1,200 that month. It's a start. How much does Spaghetti Island cost? 13. At our park now, roller coasters are $15. And you know what? If you think that's bad, buy a fucking priority pass. Tony Hawk's Kickflip is not ridden. It's a ride that has no value whatsoever associated with it. You know what? People might hate Tony Hawk's Penthouse because of the fact that it doesn't have a great queue. So let's just put like a dope-ass UFO right next to the queue. What was it? It was at like 41? There you go. It's at 85 now. How do people feel about Lara Croft's hang glider? It's at 100%. That's all you need, huh? It's a single dog bot. Q rating here, solar flare, 24%. That's no good. Oh, there we go. Hell yeah, put a little pirate-ass fountain here. Wow, there is a spot in which it works. 61%. Is my park a little... Does it have visually disparate elements? I would agree with that. Yes, I would. Here you go. It's a freaking... It's Fountain City over here. What are you at now? 88%. Perfect. I don't dislike it. What's your Q rating? 88%. Wait, did I get confused here? No, they're both 88. That's lovely. Okay. Start queuing up. What's your Q rating, Skrillex? 100%. That's ridiculous. It's nonsensical. MC Hammer's Jinko Jeans is at a 71. You know what? We can do better. Especially with all these new blueprints added here. And we just threw down like a bunch of random shit here. There you go. There's a lady inside of a clamshell. Scenery ahoy. There you go. You're in the 80s now. How much are you making? $200 a month? It's not that bad. We might hit 4,000 this month. I think we need to hit 4,500. We might hit 4,000. We probably won't now that the lunch loser's taken care of here. And by taken care of, I mean out of commission. Dude, the queue for the flume is ridiculous. Well, I mean, it's actually getting to the point where, like, this is the level of queue that you would have in a real water park. 36 minutes to get on the log ride. It's actually not that bad, but, you know, maybe not that good either. And, you know, while we're spending, like, a pittance here, we might as well just throw down some benches and get ready to go, you know? That made $2 grand that month. People are going crazy over the benches again. We went through, like, a post-bench economy where nobody cared about benches at all. And now, I don't know if it's because there's 3,000 people or just because there's no benches anywhere in the park. It's becoming a greater issue. Solar flare is broken down. Dude, we got a nice confluence of music in the park, I gotta be honest. You know what? I never check on Grendel. It's making $500 a month. I want to go on Grendel. It's got 100 as its Q rating. It's not that bad. Lifetime guest, 7,000. Yo, but let's look at the lunch loser, though. Lifetime guest, 9,000. And you know what? If we really care about the lunch loser, which is a $14 ride, soon to be $15 as requested, we got to throw in, we got to get this Q rating to 100 is basically what I'm getting at here. So how do you do that? Well, you throw in an airlock archway, obviously, even though the game doesn't really like it when you do that because it gets quite framey. And you have them walk, wait. You have them walk through that. See, dude, this queue is dope now. Just gotta make sure it actually looks sensible. No, do not rotate on that axis. What have I done? No, get out of your whirly rig. I don't want to hear you dang... over and over. Okay, that's a cool looking queue now. We got some airlocks in there. It's not fair that rich people get to skip queues. It's $10. Look, $10 is a lot for some people, but you're at the freaking amusement park already, so don't give me that, okay? For the cost of a milkshake, you could cut down the amount of time you have to wait by like 30,000 minutes per second. I'm looking for some more sci-fi elements, please. Spooky thorn vines? No, don't give me landing gear. I want like a blaster. This is a hull, which kind of looks like a blaster. Oh god, I've already gone past. There we go. Put a gun statue on top. Where is my element? Yeah, there you go. They'll go crazy for this. No, what you do is you put a gun in the airlock, and then you say, you know what? Whoever exits this airlock gets a free priority pass. And I don't want to know what happened inside of it. That takes up to 90%. I can live with that. Okay. What that means then. Made $2,600 that month. Not that bad. We're going to start building another coaster. And we're making money hand over fist right now. It's amazing that really in the end it's correct. All we had to do was delete the Luke's roller coaster and it all worked out fine. I'm sorry, Luke. Continue to work on the Big Dipper. I've got faith in you. But for now, I mean, we can build another track ride. Like we have a bunch of other like custom ones we can build there, but I need to build a coaster. And it's got to have 9 excitement, or 8 excitement. So what do you go for? I mean, the Venom looks pretty dope. But what is this hyper coaster, man? We've already got... Oh, this is another hyper coaster. High Seas is a very popular ride in the first one, but... Mountain Tomo Deluxe is broken down. Life goes on. Okay. Scroll down here. This looks the coolest, right? Black Falcon. For adults and teens only. Can invert. Okay. Here we go. We might still... We're going to have to place entrances, but... We can at least roughly line it up. And, you know, if I'm building a roller coaster, I want huge trains. I want, like, the lunch loser level of having, like, 100 people on per ride. So we'll do it like this. We'll go, like, bang. And that's money down right now. Dude, I apologize for the frame rate, seriously. It's getting a little ridiculous, but... How much is each aspect costing us here? No. Delete. It's... Oh, my Lanta. It's been a while since I built a custom coaster. Here we go. Mountain Tomo Deluxe has been fixed. It's fantastic news. The station lining up is of extreme importance. That looks pretty good to me, but we're going to move it back just a little bit. It does have to get over the spooky clown as well. Oh, the frames. You know what? We can go down to speed 1 and then it'll be smoother. Just give it a sec. What if we pause? Still a little wonky, but, you know, we've started to work the turkey through there. Okay. Should really have, like, enter left, exit right, so that we can have our queue come down in a different direction. But we actually want it to be on the same side for now. Just want to keep track of how many are on here. So this is 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. I'm just going to add 2 more. Wait a minute. I'm doing this wrong. There we go. It's costing us $500 roughly per value add here. But how many cars are we getting out of it now? We had 24 before. Now we got 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40. 40 people per ride. Now you're speaking my language. Again, you gotta get over the spooky clown. So what do? We want a high density ride. So we want it to be very exciting and never stop being exciting. But it also has to not have horrible nausea. So I start every ride with the climb because most roller coasters I've ever ridden have started with the climb. One thing we could do, I guess, is have it go through, like... I'll tell you what, we'll give it a try here. And we're going to have this on paused and constantly testing just so we can see live data from the ride. But what if we just had it go through... Oh, the lunch loser's broken down. Just had it go through, like, a drop right off the bat. And the idea there is just to keep the excitement half decent, you know? Here, don't place that piece. This should be shorter. And I'm not necessarily the world's greatest coaster builder. You're about to find that out, I'm sure. So I want to start you off with a little bit of excitement. So that you don't immediately hate the ride, I guess. So that you get a little bit more leniency when you go into this lift hill. Plus you have more speed when you go into the lift hill. Alright. Now, is it conceivable for us to get higher than the flume? Probably not, but we may actually just not have to. Oh, if you can go over the flume, you gotta go over the flume. And the flume is high, but you know what? Let's build something that rivals even the lunch loser. Let's go, like, wicked high, dude. I know this is a classic mistake. The roller coaster ends up being too intense. People don't even want to be on it. Well, that's what we're here to find out after we get to the top, you know? How much money we make that month? Challenge complete. That's all I need to know. I'd like to very quickly just throw in, not a loop, but just a roll frame rate is getting, like, actually somewhat catastrophic. Just a quick, like, corkscrew exit. No, I wanna come around like that, yeah. It's gonna pull you through this lift hill. Excitement, fear. Oh, come on. Your nausea shouldn't be that high from just climbing this thing. And then we're gonna have you go through, like, a small dip, the cut back, and then a huge drop. But it's gonna be a cut back to the left. So what we actually need to do first is go utilities, and then, I mean, we could do this with the drivetrain, but that won't be necessary. Instead, we'll just have you go through like a little drop like that. Then you're gonna get this, a cut back to the left, which is this one. And you should be able to make it through that. Let's just test it for now. I'm begging you, frame rate. Work with me here. How do they feel? Oh, we're getting dropped. Excitement is at an all-time high. You go through that. Your nausea didn't even get that bad. Pretty exciting as you fall to your death, though. And then, obviously, we want this to go down. And it doesn't, I mean, I'd like to avoid fear, I suppose. Like, we don't want to end up with another Big Dipper situation. If we can avoid it. Oh my god, if we could get it to go through the clown's head, that would be perfect. But I think we wanted to, like, go down and then just go up immediately. That's probably horrible for nausea. Go down again. Will we actually be able to... Yeah, that's only one level off. I think we should be fine there. And then what if we just throw in, like, a little loop like that? How do people like it? Let's get their little taste for it right now. They're climbing. It's taken a while. I won't disagree. We're losing money this month. Why is that? Well, it's only 9 a.m. Give it some time for the lunch loser. Oh, the lunch loser was out of commission. That makes perfect sense. I'm gonna, after this video, I'll restart the game and hopefully that'll clear up our frame rate here. But I have to tell you honestly, it's not me. It's the Planet Coaster. Why are you not that excited? You should be excited. Look at how high you are compared to the other coasters in the park. You're higher than the lunch loser. Okay. Here we go. Excitement. It pretty much, like, it has to get high and stay high. So you go through, like, a super dope cutback. The drop takes you to Cloud fucking 9. Oh, yeah, it does put you through some G's there. I'll level with you. It's a little anxiety-inducing. And a little nauseating. I don't know why I said it like that. To go through that, but, you know, if it gets the job done, it gets the job done. Lara Croft's hang glider has been fixed. I think I speak for everybody when I say, ooh, who freaking cares? Tony Hawk's penthouse? Let it stay broken! I don't care. What about a pretzel loop? Is that too high speed for a pretzel loop? Oh, that's our timer, but I am unprepared. We at least have to have, like, a finished coaster. I know it's gonna be, like, really tight to finish this coaster as well, because we have to, like, get it back to this point. So that's gonna be tough. I think we should nuke that part. And actually, like, nuke a lot of this. Nuke a little bit of your love to me. See the man with the coaster tall. Give him a loan. Give one to us all. Doesn't really make any sense, but, like, you know, give a little bit. This is not doing anything. We can make the Batwing larger, in theory. Oh my god! That's too large, too large. So I wanted to have a Batwing, or, like, some kind of sweet element right here. And we'll just make sure that people aren't throwing up and they actually, like, can make it through this section with momentum. But I want to, like, get a little bit of a wider base so that we don't have to make an incredibly nausea-inducing turn at the end that causes people to not ride this. Because, like, I don't want this ride to just exist and succeed in a challenge. I want it to make us money as well. Alright, so you go through, like, a pretty nice Batwing there. You know, it's hard to tell with the frame rate, but the roller coaster is, like, definitely surviving it. If we could then have, like, a banked turn Why can you not build this here? I know it says obstructed, but like... maybe a bank of 90 degrees is a little intense right off the bat here. I'm losing it. What, obstructed by what, though? Obstructed by what, though? It's like we can make the Batwing, but we can't make anything that comes after it. You know what? We're going to have to call this episode. I'm going to work on this one into the next episode as well. For now, thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.